Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my new filming area, with thanks to my neighbor who's letting me film here. Today I've been moving and unpacking and all that jazz, and I don't feel cute, but I want to feel cute, so I'm gonna get some glam on. My face is already primed and ready, so I'm gonna start with some foundation. Before throwing out this matte clay foundation I used ages ago, I decided to open it up to see how much is left, and there is so much left in it, so I threw it out into this little foundation container, so I'm going to be using this foundation today. I've been using a stick foundation since I've gotten that Revolution stick foundation, and I've been dying to use a liquid foundation, so I'm glad I get to use this one today. I definitely think I'll be buying myself a liquid foundation again next. I used to use the LA Girl one, but I never did a wear test on it as I've done with all these other ones. So I feel like getting it again so I can get that done and so that obviously I have a liquid foundation again. It just blends so much quicker and easier than a cream foundation, and the coverage is exactly the same, at least with the two that I'm using, so I'm definitely gonna go back to liquid. For concealer, I'm going to be using this ColourPop one, and I'm going to be applying it in a triangle underneath my eyes, and then I make sure to get a line right up there. And I usually don't draw like a triangle, I usually just draw a line right there and then, spaz out, but same difference however you do it. Some on my forehead, a little bit on my nose, and around my mouth. I blend around my mouth first because this dries quicker and then it leaves lines, and I don't want that, so that's first. And back to the foundation. I'm surprised that the cream foundation didn't last longer than the liquid foundation. I figured it would because it's harder to apply, thus you wouldn't use as much as easily, but it turns out you have to apply more in any way, so the time balanced out between the two of them. And I think that's because you by default just apply more cream foundation because it goes on thicker, and thus it goes as quickly as a liquid foundation where you pump out 5, 6, 7 pumps. Not that that's how much I use, I recommend like 2 pumps. Okay, I'm done. I already feel cute, but I know I can feel a lot cuter, so I'm gonna keep going. Next, some very loud setting powder. I took the setting powder with me to a very humid place, so it comes out in little clumps, but it luckily doesn't apply in little clumps when you buff it out, it smooths out. So I don't have to toss it, but it doesn't come out as easy as you'd want it to. I'm honestly considering taking this to campus with me and asking the chemistry department if I can just stick it in the dehydration hood for a few minutes and then it'll be back to new. Gonna put on a little bit of a pink blush because I feel like doing something a little bit more summer inspired. Now I feel like a little porcelain doll with blushing cheeks. I'm gonna pick up this flat brush and I'm gonna pick up a nude color from my Shade and Light palette just to make sure it is set properly underneath my eyes and I'm not gonna have any creasing. I'm also dragging this color down my nose here because I know when I'm gonna contour it in a bit, that's gonna help it look a little better, even though now it doesn't look like it's making any difference. This is also helping blending that blush just that little bit, and it's gonna help me set my lids. For contour, I'm using an angled brush like this, and I'm gonna pick up these two colors. I'm kind of on the lighter side because I have no tan, and I'm going to lightly contour my cheeks. For that, I'm gonna twist this brush this way, and I'm gonna apply it right here in the shadow of the hollow of my cheek. The end of the brush goes here, so the part where the product catches just above it, see? And that's gonna help raise your cheekbone and contour your face. And then just bring it up a little bit here around the corner to create that little bit of an angle here. If you do it really intense, you get those like Angelina Jolie cheekbones, but that's not what I'm going for. So I'm just gonna again put it on this side, take a little bit around that edge, and make sure I blend it out. I look straight ahead as well, and then I just drag it a bit down like this to make sure it's even on both sides, that it's blended out equally. While I'm here, I might just as well catch this little bit underneath my chin to give me a more defined chin. But depending on the day, I'm not necessarily in the mood for that. But today, we're going all out. Which, see, it really makes my jaw pop here. Makes it look a lot more structured. And to tone that down, you can just put a little bit of color here. Or just not do that step, You can control how much you want it to look like that by doing this. But I didn't know I could have such a defined jaw. I'm surprised. And then for good measure, just add a little bit of color to my forehead. I don't think my forehead is exceptionally large, to be honest, so I don't contour it with any dark colors. I'm going to show you in a second after this step. I'm going to go in with a slightly darker brown, or rather the darkest brown in this palette, and I'm going to pick it up as well, and I'm going to apply it just there and there to just make that little part darker and deeper. This way you kind of layer it and you can create dimension how you want to. I'm a fan of layering, so this is how I do it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to blend out a lot. I don't want to do that per se, because then you risk messing it up and making it all muddy. Onto my nose, I've been using this 103 brush by BH Cosmetics. I've been picking up the middle shade in this palette, and then I start right here by my eyebrow, put it against it, bring it into the middle, and once I hit how skinny I want my nose to be, I drag it straight down, where that had like no product. So let's repeat that, bring it into where I want it to be, and then straight down my nose. And of course, the same thing on the other side. And a little bit on the tip to just lift that tip. Now I'm gonna brush down the sides. Now in the camera, at least from my point of view, this looks pretty blended, but in person, not so much. So I'm gonna go over with my beauty blender to help diffuse it a bit more and make that line a little softer. A little bit's going right underneath my lip here. A little bit right in here. And a bit on either side of your cupid's bow. But I work with a little bit of product. I don't want it to look like I have a mustache going on. And I blend it. While I'm on my face, I'm going to use this BH brush, the number 105, and I'm going to use it to apply highlight. I'm using this Give It To Me Straight palette from Colourpop, the color up front. I'm going to pick it up on the skinny brush and then first apply it right down the center of my nose to get that shine right there. I don't drag it all the way down. I instead just place a little bit right here above the tip of my nose as well. There we go. So I'm just going to go up my cupid's bow as well. And dim that down a bit. A little bit's going to go underneath my brows. And some's going to go right on my cheekbone. Of course, some is going to go in the inner corners of my eyes, but that's going to happen after the eyeshadow. Now I have highlight on. Now I feel super cute. Let me know what's your favorite part about doing makeup, because mine is definitely applying highlighter and right after that applying eyeliner. Both of those make me feel like I am looking fine. I'm still using this Essence Brow Kit, and I'm using this Claire's little eyeliner brush for my eyebrows. I mix the two colors in here and start just a bit away from the beginning of my brow and then start dragging on the line at the bottom to give them shape. Even though today I'm not going to try and make my brows too defined because they definitely need a tweezing. However, I have moved and haven't unpacked everything yet, so I can't find my tweezer, so I'm gonna have to deal with it until I do. I was talking to my neighbor about it. I really wanted to shave off my eyebrows so that I'm forced to draw them in every day so I can practice, and I was told they don't take too long to grow back, so I might just as well do that. But I should have done it during the long holiday we just had. We're going back to class in like 2-3 weeks, and I don't want to, pitch to class with no eyebrows and no capability to draw eyebrows. So had I done that over the holiday, I would have had the ability to draw eyebrows now, but also I would have looked like a freak the whole holiday, and I would have had some interesting pictures from that. So I guess you win some, you lose some, but the next holiday, the June holiday, oh, do I want to shave them off. I'm gonna go in with a plan, okay? I'm gonna get myself a brow pencil and everything you need to do your brows all fancy, and I'm gonna shave them off and then fill them in every day until I actually know what I'm doing, because I clearly don't know yet. I have dark brows, so I get away with not doing them properly because they're already there. I kind of just follow the line, but like, look how pretty this one is, and this one's all bushy. We're just gonna leave it like that today because I don't know how to fix it. Onto the eyeshadow, I want to do something vibrant and colorful, so I'm going to use this Born to Run palette. I love the outside of it. I think it's super cute. I'm sure everyone has said that, but it's a collage done right. It doesn't look tacky, it looks cute. I'm very impressed, and it has a massive mirror. This whole part here is the mirror on the inside. I'll show you, but then you're going to like see out the window, but yeah, it's a big mirror. So I have an action plan. I want to have like orange, yellow to pink, and then I want to have like the pink darker with some purple and a pop of blue on the bottom. So I think I'm going to have to start with the orangey part and kind of blend that into my crease. I'm going to start with this orange color right here, pick it up with a fluffy blending brush from Kala, and I'm going to blend it into my crease. Now that I've got the color down, I'm going to blend it out a little bit further. And I'm kind of going to blend it out in a cat eye shape there already, so it's easier later when I get to that part. I'm going to pick up the peachy color Still Shot and I'm going to blend it right above that orange to help it blend into my crease and fade a bit. I want to work from light to dark, so I'm going to pick up my Modern Renaissance palette and I'm going to use the color Golden Ochre. It picks up quite nice with the flat shader brush, and I'm going to apply it in the inner corner of my eyes. Over that, to give it a bit of shimmer, I'm going to pick up this shimmery color and I'm applying it in the same area. Taking a flat yet still fluffy brush, I'm going to pick up this color right here, just a lovely orange color, and I'm going to work it into the outer third of my eyelid, right there. I'm also going to drag it into my crease here to add some definition to the gold. And you can hear that bird in the background, it's a harira. They're so dramatically loud. They're a big, scary looking bird if you don't know them, but they don't do anything, they just eat insects. I'm going to take this thinner blending brush and just help that orange color blend into my crease nicely. And with a touch of that gold, I'm going to help that blend between the gold and orange just work a little bit better. Using this little blending brush again, I'm going to pick up the color Wild Heart from this Born to Run palette on this brush. And I'm going to work it right into the outer part of the crease to get that pop of color going right there. I'm going back in with my big blending brush and that orange color I started with, and I'm just blending around the edges. I'm going to take the color Love Letter on this thin yet fluffy brush, try and deepen up the pink color by just tapping it on right there to get it to pop a bit between that orange. I'm also going to bring the orange in a bit further so that there's more space to see the pink. For the final touch, I'm going to take the smallest fluffy brush I have and I'm going to pick up this dark purple called Guilt Trip, so I can again help intensify the color here. Now that I'm done with the upper part, I wanted to do a pop of color on the lower lash line, but now that I'm there, I'm scared because what if it doesn't match? But I'm still gonna take a chance, and I'm gonna take Radio from this Urban Decay palette, pick it up, and work it on the outer half, like that. And if I hate it, I can blend it out. I don't actually hate it, but I'm gonna take Still Shot again, I think, and I'm gonna use that to blend it out here on my lower lash line. And I'm using the same brush I used in my crease. It has whatever it has on it, which are the same colors I obviously use in the eyeshadow look. So it's gonna match the upper lid regardless. I'd say if you want to do this intentionally, you'd mix a bit of Wild Heart that I used with a tiny touch of Guilt Trip, and then you'll get this pinkish purple color I have on the lower lash line. And it mixes quite well with that blue. I'm thinking I want a nude color in my waterline, so I'm going to try it and see what it looks like. I would actually prefer a bright white, but I don't have a white one. I should just go get one. I'm going to very carefully go in with the black one and just tightline the outer part of my eyes. So I'm just coloring in my upper waterline, just the outer half. The inner half doesn't matter all that much. But it's going to help fill in the gap by the lashes there. For eyeliner, I've been enjoying this liquid ink eyeliner from Essence. So I'm going to hide down here and look in my mirror and try and do it right. And because I don't want to attract attention away from this dramatic eye look, I'm going to do a small chunky wing and not a long big one. The black of the eyeliner kind of balances out the dark blue at the bottom, so I'm pretty okay with the way it looks. But while I let that eyeliner dry, I'm going to apply some lipstick. I'm not quite sure which color I want. I wanted something a little vibrant, but I think we're going to go with this ColourPop one in the color Midnight Snack. And I didn't bring my lip liner, so I guess we're winging this. If you watch my vlogs, you know exactly how far away my lip liner is now, and you're either going to understand entirely why I'm not going to go get it, or you're thinking I'm extremely lazy for not getting it. But either way, if you have a wand and you know how to use it, you can easily get it on correctly without a lip liner. Just take some patience. This lipstick has a very thick texture and dries very matte. I'm going to take this NYX Lingerie Series liquid lipstick in the color Lace Detail, and I'm going to apply a little bit in the center of my lips. I'm sure that liner is dry now, so I'm going to take my lash curler and curl my lashes. This way my lashes still pop over my eyeliner and they don't disappear against the black background behind them. Now I'm going to load on some mascara until I'm happy with the final result. And then this is the final result. I feel this is your typical summer sunset color scheme and I'm in love with it and I wanted to play with it myself a bit and I'm glad I finally did. This feels very surreal, by the way. I never thought I'd get to just sit and film a video again. It's been more than a year since I've gone to do that. It's been crazy. I've been doing random places tutorials, I've been doing other nonsense, and I finally get to sit down in a place I'll be able to sit on in again and again and just film a plain makeup tutorial. I'm sorry if this was boring or a change of pace to you, but I was excited to just get to do this again. And from here on out, we'll do more exciting things. Now my hair is going to magically braid itself in 3, 2, 1. And it was fun. I'm glad I got to play around, got to take my time, got to be a bit more dramatic than usual. But finally, I can sit down and start doing whatever I want to. And what I want to do is add some highlight in the inner corner of my eyes because I completely forgot to do that. But stay tuned because some more fun and frequent videos are coming your way. And anyways, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again next time. Bye!